I want to take my hat off to these players, these coaches, Trev, our athletic director, our administration, from believing in me. This was early when this happened. We had to take this team over. But one thing I can say that they fought. They fought every Saturday that they came out. Nobody can deny that. Because that's what we asked them and that's what we expected out of them. You're talking about a high character group. I love them for that. I love these coaches for that. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. They finished something that they started, and that's what we asked them to do. Questions?
Did you think you could score that many points on that defense?
Well, we thought we had some good matches with our receivers on their DBs. It was if we was going to be the hold up and protection, and we did remove the pocket, kind of threw them off a little bit, but we didn't. We felt good with our receivers against their defensive backs.
Nebraska's first win over Iowa in their 8 tries. I mean, what's this feel like just for the kids to see this moment for those guys?
Well, I'm happy for them because they hadn't beat them in a while. You know, I told them, I said, you let Wisconsin off last week. Let's not let these guys off. But you can see that, you know, they believe in one another and they kept fighting.
Talk about trust. You punted there on 4th and 1. I assume you trusted your defense to get the stop.
Well, guys, we're gonna give them all their black shirts back and let somebody else who's gonna have to deal with it. But we're gonna give them all their black shirts back. But yeah, I trusted what they've been doing. They've been playing lights out for the last couple of weeks, so we trust that we can put them back on the field and they was gonna get a stop.
So they're getting the black shirts back tonight or tomorrow? Or?
Well, I'll probably get them back tonight when they get back, but it'll be in their lockers when they come in on Monday.
Mick, when things are slipping and kind of going south there at the end, did you have any any notion like here we go again?
No. I've been doing this long enough. I keep telling you I'm from New Orleans. We don't panic, you know. And, you know, we just had to keep fighting. We had to keep throwing blows. You know, we had to keep throwing blows. And if I feel like I'm panicking, then they're gonna panic. So no, we was gonna keep fighting.
And you didn't sense that from your kids either, though.
No, because if Daddy don't panic, the kids don't panic.
Trey broke the single season record too with his yardage today. Just talk about his season and what he did in this game, kind of breaking it open.
Well, Trey, we thought that they was gonna have trouble guarding Trey. And we just talked to Trey this morning about just use your speed. You know, don't tiptoe through it. Just put speed on him and see if they can cover you. And Trey did a really good job of running by him and catching the football.
Other questions?
Vicky, what kind of a sense did you get that this moment? What does this moment mean to those guys in their life?
It's big. You know, they're going out a winner. They won their last game, and it was hard on them because every loss, you know, they understood why we lost, and we said, hey, we got to play 60 minutes of really good football. And we had to play, and we did it today. We had to play 60. Last week against Wisconsin, we played 56. So we played 60 today, and that's how you need to finish in this conference.
What was that like, Mickey, for you running off the field? The fans kind of going crazy. You can tell how much this fan base. I think.
Oh, listen to me. You're right. I forgot these fans. These fans are unbelievable, and I appreciate their support for me and the team. And they came out tonight in numbers. And they were screaming, they were yelling, and I'm glad we was able to get that win for them. But, you know, the fan base, we have the best fan base in America, and I think everybody knows that.
What you had made a comment earlier in the week that, you know, you're going to enjoy tomorrow with your family. Do you have any sense of what lies ahead for you as a coach and then the rest of the staff?
Hey, no. We control what we was able to control, was to play this game and win this game. Now, it's not on us. Right now, we just sit back and play the waiting game. But you know what? I've been through this before. So I'm helping these coaches that haven't been through it. But we have a really good coaching staff, and they all going to land on their feet because they're really good football coaches. It happens in this profession. It's changes that made it, and they understand it. But I take my hat off to them because I told them today that I really respect them as men because they didn't quit. They stayed in the fight with the kids. Not one day did they say, hey, I don't want to do this. So you take your hat off from them. You got to understand, we had to hold this thing together for 11 weeks. Not 5 and not 6, 11. And they did it. We didn't get the wins like we wanted, but they held it together.
Mick, what are you most proud of about the job that you did?
Well, I think what I learned on this job is that I had to be a good person in front of being a good coach. because that's the only way these kids and these coaches are going to believe in me if I was a good person. And I think that happened. And usually, the Joseph boys, we good people, and that's why these kids was able to follow me.
One or two more? Nick, no matter where you go from here, how do you think, that's really early, but how do you think you're going to look back at the year that you had to come back and be the head coach here at Nebraska?
Well, like I said, I picked Nebraska to come to Nebraska 2 times in my life, 1987 and 2021, that I came back here. I could have went anywhere in the country when I came out of high school. I could have went anywhere in the country when I left LSU, but I chose to come back to Nebraska. It's a good feeling. I love Nebraska. I love the state. I love the people. I love everything what Nebraska stands about. And I think you can see today that they these kids are young. They're young in this conference, and they believe now. So now you got to just build on it.
How proud does that make you that you got them to believe in themselves?
Oh, very proud, because I knew it was going to be a tough task. I knew it was going to be a tough task. When you make a move like that early in the year, you got to really capture the kids. So we had to start right away. You remember, we changed the way we were practicing. We gave them off on Monday. We kept them in the building on Sunday so they can block out the noise. But they did a great job of doing that. So yeah, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the kids and proud of the coaches.
Anything else for Coach? Is it important for you to be able to talk to the next guy who's chosen to be the head coach?
I don't think that's up to me. I think that's up to the next guy. I'm good because I understand the next guy comes in, he deserves to pick his staff, and I'm good with it. Like I've been over this thing over 25 plus years, and I got a pretty good resume. So somebody's gonna hire me.
All good.
All right, thank you.
Mickey, if the new coach, whoever it is, asked you recommendations or just evaluations of guys, are you open to giving them?
Yes, that's something that you being professional and being, like I said, I'm a good person. I would do that. Thank you.